Just last week, we told you about Renee LaManna. She went missing back in 1994, and recently there were reported sightings of a woman around Southwest Virginia believed to be Renee. WSLS 10's Bree Jackson joins us down live in Roanoke. So, Bree, searchers say they've received just another tip today.
That's right, Lindsay. Police tell me that they received unconfirmed tips about sightings possibly here in Roanoke. They're checking every lead that possibly comes in. I talked with searchers today, and they say that there's key information that viewers can provide about this case.
Route 116 in Roanoke is one area searchers say Renee LaManna may have been spotted. Crews say flyers and recent media attention about the missing woman have led to new leads.
When that story aired last weekend, we were focused on the Chatham and Gretna area, and the information that came in from that has now pushed us to Roanoke.
LaManna disappeared nearly 21 years ago. Eggman says since then, she's been known to move from one area to another and could be living among the Roanoke Valley's homeless population.
Renee moves around on the street, pretty much lives on the street. People drive by her every day, probably right now. Someone is looking at Renee and is not paying any attention, has no idea that she's a missing woman.
In recent days, crews say they've received tips about LaManna, but the missing person search keeps coming up empty. Authorities urge anyone who sees this woman to contact police with as many details as possible.
The details of what she was wearing, even paying attention to her demeanor, how she looked, how she acted, if they spoke to her, how she responded.
And as news of LaManna's case continues to spread, people in our area say they're keeping an eye out for people who may fit this description and any other missing persons.
I know if one of my family members disappeared, I would hope someone would keep an eye out.
We try to turn people in that if they're missing or if anything comes up, if we see anything going on, we try to make sure that the cops know about it.
Over the years, loved ones have mapped Renee's possible sightings. They now hope someone from the Roanoke area has the final tip that helps locate her.
I wish the family luck, and I hope she comes home safe.
And police say if you think you see Renee LaManna, response time is key. You should contact police as fast as possible and give them as many details as possible. In Roanoke, Bree Jackson, WSLS 10.